Welcome back to the Machiavelli Guide. You're not just living your life. You're being watched, judged, measured. Women, whether consciously or subconsciously, are testing you every step of the way. These tests aren't about being manipulative. They're ancient, psychological, wired into the evolutionary fabric of human interaction. And if you fail them, you may never even know it. She'll just drift, disengage, ghost, withdraw, and you'll wonder what happened. Everything seemed fine. Niccolò Machiavelli understood human nature as a battlefield. He understood that power, love, and trust are all fought for, not granted. Today, we blend his ruthless insight with modern psychology to uncover the silent tests women give men and why most men fail them without even knowing it. Let's begin. The truth about female testing, evolution, and strategy. From Machiavellian point of view, all human interaction is strategy. Women are biologically driven to seek out strength, not just physical strength, but mental resilience, leadership, decisiveness, and emotional control. These tests aren't games, they're survival mechanisms. A woman doesn't test you to hurt you. She tests you to see if you can lead, to see if you can remain centered in chaos, to check if your masculinity is rooted or performative. Fail, and she knows you're not who you pretended to be. Pass, and she instinctively feels security, attraction, and trust. Machiavelli said, "It is much safer to be feared than loved, if one has to choose." In modern relationships, this isn't about fear in the literal sense. It's about command. A man must command his environment, not be consumed by it. So how are women secretly testing you? Here are the Machiavellian truths behind their most powerful silent tests. 1. The compliance test. This is subtle. She'll ask you to do something small. Carry her bag, change your plans, lend her money early in the relationship. If you comply too eagerly, she marks you as easily influenced. Machiavellian response. You're kind, but not obedient. Help when you choose to, never because you're scared to lose her. 2. The emotional reactivity test. She'll say something triggering, maybe tease your ego, criticize lightly, push a button. This isn't to disrespect you. It's to gauge your emotional control. Machiavelli believed a ruler who lost composure was vulnerable. Same applies to men. If you explode, sulk, or over-explain, she sees emotional instability. Machiavellian response. Stay centered. Laugh. Change the topic. Reveal nothing. Emotional control is dominance. 3. The availability test. She texts late. She cancels plans last minute. She keeps you waiting. Why? She wants to see, does this man have a life? Or is his life orbiting me? Most men fail by being always available, thinking it shows loyalty. Machiavellian response. Scarcity creates value. Keep your time limited. Prioritize your mission. She must earn your time. 4. The jealousy test. She'll talk about another guy. Mention an ex-flirt in front of you. Why? She wants to see your reaction. Weak men react with insecurity or try to compete. Machiavelli would advise, never show your enemy the wound. If you reveal jealousy, she knows she controls your mind. Machiavellian response. Don't flinch. Smirk. Respond with calm disinterest. Be above the bait. 5. The challenge of your mission. She asks, why do you work so much? Why is your business more important? Why can't we just travel and enjoy? She's not always testing to destroy, but she wants to know, is your purpose real? If you abandon your mission for her, she loses respect. Why? Because a man who can be derailed is a man who has no true path. Machiavellian response. Reaffirm your path with clarity. She must fit into your mission, not replace it. 6. The intimacy control test. She delays intimacy, or offers it then pulls back. She's testing your patience, your intention, your self-control. Machiavelli believed patience is the highest form of strategy. Most men become desperate or manipulative when denied. Machiavellian response. Stay calm. Withdraw slightly. Let her feel your absence. Never beg. Desire must flow toward you. 7. The loyalty test. She disappears for a few hours. She posts a seductive story. She doesn't text back instantly. Why? She wants to see how secure you are. If you question her, chase her, guilt her, you lose. Machiavellian response. Remain silent. Match energy. Your absence must say what your words never will. I don't chase confusion. I replace it. 8. The dominance test. She disagrees on purpose. Challenges your opinion. Plays devil's advocate. It's not always about the topic. It's about your frame. Can you hold your position without aggression? Can you stay logical and composed? Machiavellian response. Stand firm. Defend with calm logic. Don't fold to pressure. A king doesn't argue to be liked. He speaks to lead. 9. The boundary violation test. She'll invade your space, test your limits, see how much you tolerate. If you allow too much, you lose respect. If you set boundaries with anger, you appear unstable. Machiavellian response. Set calm, sharp boundaries. Not as punishment, but as standard. Protect your peace like a kingdom. 10. The respect erosion test. She may start mocking you. Light insults. Disrespect in public. Passive-aggressive behavior. This test is brutal. Fail here, and attraction dies. Machiavellian response. Withdraw your attention immediately. Don't explain. Don't retaliate. Let silence be the consequence. Respect is non-negotiable. 11. The silence test. She goes quiet, vanishes, doesn't reply for hours or days. This is the ultimate test of emotional self-control. Machiavelli wrote, "He who allows himself to be governed by the emotions of the moment will destroy himself." Most men panic, over-pursue, beg. Machiavellian response. Say nothing. Wait. Let her break the silence. If she doesn't, the silence was your answer. Why most men fail these tests? Because they're seeking comfort instead of power. Because they believe love is given, not earned. Because they don't understand the evolutionary code that women live by. Machiavelli knew that love without strength turns to weakness. He knew that to be loved, one must first be respected. To be respected, one must not fold. Most men fail because they think they can logic their way into love. But love, in the feminine mind, is emotional, primal, instinctive. It responds to power, not words. To presence, not promises. And so, if you're a man walking this earth without mission, without control, without boundaries, women may smile at you, but they won't desire you. Not long term, not fully, but when you master the art of non-reactivity, when your life has direction, when your boundaries are made of steel, but your heart remains warm, then you become the man she doesn't test anymore. She submits. She admires. She respects. Not because you passed the test, but because you never even flinched. That's Machiavellian. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the Machiavelli Guide. Each week, we go deep into timeless principles of power, psychology, and male transformation.